Okay, so here in the slide sorter side of the normal view, I showed you that you can move slides around, but I forgot to show you the actual slide this view. Okay, so here you see the numbers. The little star I think means it has some sort of animation, but you can click and drag slides here as well if it's easier for you to see the formatting in this view. And that's slide sorter. I tend to work in normal because it's kind of the same. You can also right click here and you get the ability to add it, duplicate a slide, which can come in handy, and change different things about the slide on that right click. Now I'm going to add a new slide, and I just want to play around with a few things here. You can do what's called a background. You can change the background. Format background, that's the easiest way to get to it. I'm sure it's on here somewhere. Design, yeah. Background styles. Format background, same thing. And you can do some cool things here. You can do a pattern fill or a gradient fill. Wow, that's kind of wild. You can change everything about it. There's a texture fill, which this is the default. If you want it to be a specific picture, you have to insert the picture from a file. Like, you could do that one. And you can apply it to all the slides or just hit close and it will be applied to the slide you're on. Now, this is exactly why I don't suggest that you use background pictures, is because if you type anything in here, you can't see it. And it's frustrating as a viewer to have someone talking and you can't read their slides. And then you begin to focus on the fact that you can't read the slides and you completely stop listening to the person who is giving the presentation. So I would not recommend putting a picture as a background element. I think it looks much cleaner when you have it to the side where you can clearly see the text. The only slide I'm willing to do that would be to this slide. Willing to go with the background, because you could take the picture away here and this goofy box will stay here until you get that crosshair, and then you can hit delete on your keyboard to make it go away. There you go. And it's, I don't know, I guess it's a pet peeve, but I get students who get really irritated when their professors won't get that box off there. Let me grab the picture. So here, I think it's okay because you can put those words up here in that light blue area and you can read it all right. But otherwise, I'd really stay away from it. So that's the background picture. I'm going to go in here and insert another slide. So in here, we did the picture. You, of course, could do a table and chart, all those things, but clip art's kind of cool. When you click it, it'll give you the clip art pane over here. I'm going to get rid of the animation pane that we were using. And you can sort on something. Keyword, see what they have. And then you can select on the type, which is kind of cool. We could go with illustrations only. And so let's say we wanted that. I clicked it and it filled that box, and that's why that box went away. It's because now it's here. You have all the options that you had with pictures in Word, so you can change it. You can add a border to it. Yellow border. Wow, that'd be very, very orange. You can rotate it and flip it, which is kind of interesting. You have more options as well. You can take the little green dot there and spin it. You can make it bigger. Let's check the size before we get too big. Make sure, oh yeah, we don't want to go over 100 because you risk getting pixelated. If you had multiple pictures, here I've got another one, and let's say add a third one. you can do, wow, I've got lots, too many, sorry. Okay, what happened to my other pictures? Oh, there they are. So you could move things on top of each other. And so to do that, you use the bring forward or send backward function. So here I have this one selected, and I can bring it forward. And so you can say just bring forward or bring all the way to the front if you know you want it to be on the very top. So that's why now it's in front of this. So you kind of think of it as laying pictures on top of one another. That's what these two buttons mean. I hope that makes sense. The more you play with layers, the more sense it makes. Okay, we have Smart Art, which is kind of cool. Get rid of this box here. You can go here into Insert, and you have something called Smart Art. And this is a pretty cool preset feature, because you could have a series of things that have to occur, you know, like a cycle. You can have that, a relationship. You can have a hierarchy if you're doing, like, say, a job kind of thing. And so you can type over here or actually on the text. And of course you can change everything. Here's your Smart Art Tools contextual tab. You can change your colors. You can add animation as well. So I guess I have to go into my animation pane. Maybe format. Yep, these are all formatting things. So you have the Smart Art selected, and you can go here to Animations and have it fade in, and here you go with all the different things. So you can pick which way you want it to fade in. Okay, so that is a Smart Art. And you also have something called Word Art, which, let me grab all that and delete it. Word Art, it has some pretty cool features, and you could type anything here, and then right click, you can format the text. You may not have been able to see that, so let's just look up here. You can change the shape fill, which would be the background. We can bevel the edges so it looks like a button. We can change the text fill. Wow, it didn't look like, I must not have it selected. There it is. Well, there you go. Look at all that. It looks very, it's real. So lots of cool things you can do here under Word Art. So that was Smart Art is your preset graphics, and Word Art is your fancy words. You may want to use those, play around with those. Okay, I think that's plenty. Have fun.